Becoming Situation, Chapter 9, Part 3. They plan to finish high school, go to college, and work toward their dream of becoming a doctor, and have said many times that they do not intend to get married until they through at least a few years of college. I look forward to seeing they achieve those dreams. I expect they'll have their share of dating and heartbreak before they find their soulmate, but I also know how stubborn they can be and that they will live up to their own high standards. Cody and I have talked many times about their passion and commitment to our faith and are very proud of the path they is pursuing. In a lot of ways, I feel as if I have it easier with their choices than some of my sister wives have with their children. I have absolutely been blessed with them in so many ways. Leon and I have a special bond. Obviously, we are in a unique position because our household is quite small. On the evenings when Cody isn't around, it's just the two of us. However, Leon loves being part of our large family. They often tell me the best thing about polygamy is not being an only child, while they would be if it wasn't for our plural lifestyle. While their commitment to our faith is based on something deeply spiritual, I know that having lots of siblings and many loving parents is definitely a draw to the lifestyle. They don't always like being alone, and they don't like it too quiet, so our family fits it well. Since we moved to Las Vegas, we're in different homes so far apart from each other. We don't have the constant interaction with the rest of the family that we used to in Utah. Leon and I definitely had different eating habits than the rest of the family, and now we're able to cater to our taste more often. When we lived in Utah, I would buy more kid-friendly food, knowing that very often I'd have a child or two extra at meal times. That doesn't happen quite often now, so when the older kids come over, try to find something to eat. It's not too much fun for them. Leon and I like to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables or things that need to be prepared, like salads or fish or chicken. Since there are only two of us to feed, we don't participate in the big family grocery trips with Janelle and Christine. There's no point in us buying perishable foods in bulk. I don't have a lot of prepared foods in my cupboard. It even gets frustrating for Cody when he's home that he can't look in the cupboards or the fridge and grab something really quick. What age is it that you turn into your mom? I remember many things looking in my mom's full fridge, thinking there was nothing to eat. I think Cody feels like that at my house now. I'm pretty particular about what I like, so I had always had the best results when I've asked my sister wives to pick up groceries for me. I forget when I give them a list that I need to be very specific. I like my banana a certain color, and I like certain kinds of lettuce. I forget their versions of bananas or lettuce can be very different. It is usually just makes more sense for me to shop on my own, and I tend to make more frequent shopping trips, but buy less stuff than my sister was. With only one child to feed, I have a lot of more freedom and leisure at mealtimes, especially on nights Leon decides to eat with some of her siblings, which can be frequent. Anytime any of our kids are over at another house at mealtimes, it just it's just a given that the child can stay for the meal. I know all those moms have an open door policy for meals or anything when it comes to the children in our family. Robin and her kids have joined us for dinner at my house often. There's no rhyme or reason when this happens. It's just an impromptu event. Sometimes after she's been over for a while, we realize that we've lost track of time. Robin's daughter, Aurora, really likes cooking and is often the one who asks if they can eat over and can she be the one to make pancakes for dinner. These evenings with Robin have happened with and without Cody present. I enjoy both ways equally. These bonding moments are important to me, especially now that we all live so separately in Las Vegas. Back in Utah, in the big house, it was easy to interact with one another. There was a little more spontaneity. Now every family gathering needs to be planned in advance to have. We have family dinner every Friday, but with some of the teens having driver's licenses now, and all of them having friends and other activities, whether in addition, there's usually at least a kid or two missing from dinner. In addition, we have lunch together on Sunday afternoons. Whenever we have a family meal, every wife contributes something to help feed the family. Unless the meal is a birthday party. In that event, the mother of the birthday boy or girl takes care of the preparations. Despite the distance between our house, especially mine, the kids have as much freedom as they like and go as they please. Leon has their driver's license now in my old car, so they have a lot of freedom to see their siblings pretty much whenever they want. They spend almost all their free time with Aspen, Christine's oldest child, and Madison, Janelle's oldest daughter. Those three girls were all born within 3 or 4 months of one another and have always been close. Of course, they still have the typical sibling rivalry that most teenage girls deal with, but they always come back to the fact that they are sisters and love one another and love hanging out with one another. It's been fun watching them grow up so close. Both Janelle and I have pools at our houses in Las Vegas, but Janelle's pool is more popular than mine because it's a little bigger and within walking distance of the other mom's houses. During the summer, the older kids tend to congregate at Janelle's house, with the little kids came and swam at mine. While I love having the younger children over, the teenagers just still hang out at my house enough. I miss that in Utah. My part of the house was central in the home, so it was easier for the kids to just walk through the doorway and be in my house. It was definitely a more quiet part of the house, and the teenagers seem to congregate there often. Because I only have one child, my house has always been the quietest of all the homes. Certain kids are drawn to this quiet and ultimately to me and what I can offer them, because I don't have all the extra responsibility and work that comes with having many small children. I can be focused on a child when he or she is in my home. I'm able to offer stability and structure to the kids, whether in the form of calm conversation or a quiet place to do their homework. Over the years, I've formed an especially close bond with Christine's daughter, Isabel. She and I just sort of clicked. There's something natural about our relationship. She loves to hang out with me, and when she's particularly needy, Christine loves for her to hang out with me too. Isabel is a really precarious and fun, but at age 8, she can be a handful.